Hello. So last time we left you with me not very well at Calverley. I was very pleased that they had land-based facilities, and I won't go into any more detail than that.
And it wasn't until the next day you started to feel better.
Funny moment though, we had there were a trio of Liverpudlians who were travelling together, and one was I think she's a solo boater, but her friend was with her. And she said, "Are you going down the locks?" Because the Chester Canal, suddenly they become wide locks. Obviously 2 narrow boats can go down a wide lock and it makes it a lot easier. So she said, I thought what she said was, "Are you going down the locks?" And I said yes. And then she said, "Can I come with you?" And I thought, well, she's got her own boat. Why does she want to come on our boat? And then I realised she meant, can she come down the locks with us?
So yeah, her boat was called Ruthina.
Yeah.
So we went down the locks with her. Well, some of them. I mean, it was lovely. We went down those. What were the 2 staircase? Was it? First?
It was a staircase, yeah, by the higher base there.
Yeah. So
and then there were just big, wide single locks.
But then one of them you couldn't get. Well, some people
the Eastern
got
Iron
2
Lock, you
together,
couldn't get 2 boats in because it's warped.
One together,
yeah.
So we went off then.
I think we got separated at that point because there was another boat. Anyway,
because their moorings were just a bit further on from Beeston Castle, weren't they? But we stopped in Christleton. Oh no, we didn't. We stopped in Tattenhall Marina, just outside it.
By the tractor depot.
By the tractor depot, yeah.
That was all right.
It was all right.
I wouldn't say that was a highlight. It was somewhere to more for the night.
No.
Yeah.
Can't remember whether the walk was okay.
Was it?
Yeah.
Where did we go?
Just through the countryside.
Yeah, just
down
nice
some roads and a nice countryside around there.
Yeah.
It was okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then we went to Christleton.
That's on the outskirts of Chester.
Yeah.
By a pub called the Cheshire Cheese. Cheshire Cat. Because Trisha and Dave had booked in there, hadn't they?
Yeah,
so,
the next day, yeah.
We had to rendezvous with them.
Yeah.
And the point about that mooring is that you can get the park and ride into Chester, just down the road. So a lot of people say that you should moor there, visit Chester on the park and ride, and then turn round. Our advice would be, don't do that.
No.
Because you'd miss out a fantastic bit of canal.
Brilliant,
which is well worth doing. So carry on. Don't turn round at Christleton would be our advice.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So we had a meal with Trish and Dave at the Cheshire Cat, which was disappointing. Then the next day we had
Cheshire Cat's a great place for a drink overlooking the canal. Very nice. But don't eat there.
Yeah, no.
Anyway, sorry Cheshire Cat.
But yeah, the next day we went down to the basin
on the park and ride. Oh no, we went with you.
Yeah, that was the day.
That's it. We had a day in Chester with them.
We had a day in Chester.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which was good. Lovely walking around the walls in Chester and
Chester's a fantastic place.
Beautiful place. And then the next day they decided to come down with us down the locks to the basin. And there's all these old sort of chimney type things and old buildings, and as you go into Chester, and then you've got the walls.
Yeah.
Oh, it's amazing.
And that massive triple staircase.
And the triple staircase, which was I didn't like that.
Really deep chambers. Yeah.
Yeah. And then you're in the basin, and it's lovely. And there's the Telford's warehouse,
which is the place to go in Chester for a meal and a drink, in my opinion. Fantastic place.
Yeah, we had lunch in there, didn't we?
We did.
Dave.
Yeah.
Trish and Dave.
Yeah.
You have to edit that out.
I might do. I might not.
Anyway, they left, and then we went on that same day and ended up in the middle of nowhere.
In our personal towpath.
Very own towpath we had all to ourselves.
That was great, that was.
Apart from one man and his dog who climbed over the fence or something.
Yeah.
Because, they'd been resurfacing the towpath and they'd closed it, so...
Lovely.
So the walk we did was up the towpath and down the towpath that day, wasn't it?
Then we just sat in the sun, didn't we?
Very nice, wasn't it? Lovely. Saw kingfishers.
And then the next day, was that when we
Went to Ellesmere Port.
we went to the end of the canal?
Yeah.
And that stretch of canal is just virtually deserted. There's a few moored boats.
Yeah, there's some
but
permanent moorings.
A number of boats we actually saw moving.
Very few.
Probably no more than 6 or 7 the whole time.
No.
Yeah. Really, really empty. Just you, the weed, and the oil refineries.
Yeah.
No, it's great.
And
well worth doing.
The kingfishers.
Definitely worth doing if you happen to be going up the Shropshire Union. Go to the end.
So we moored in the basin.
That was good, wasn't it?
Ellesmere Port, and then we went to the museum. Yeah.
The museum was
lovely,
interesting.
A few hours around the museum, and during the time we were there, a great big ship went down the Manchester Ship Canal. Yeah. So we managed to just catch some of that. That was just incredible.
And I got free entry as a friend of the CRT.
Oh, you did, yeah. That's true.
And was it 10% off me on a sandwich or a cob? Whatever it was. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's worth it. It's worth being a friend of the CRT, isn't it? Discounts.
But we didn't moor there because it just didn't. We didn't feel comfortable mooring there, did we?
No.
Just, I mean, it's lovely, but you got to remember that Ellesmere Port is a fairly run-down industrial part of the world.
And it was kind of open, and there was a car park which wasn't closed off night time, and somebody said, "Oh, sometimes you get, people coming razzing up and down with the cars and things." So
so we thought we'd move back to Stoke.
Yeah, so we went down. Yeah, that was lovely, wasn't it? Nice pub there.
It was a lovely pub, although we met that bloke on the towpath. He hadn't got a kind word to say about it.
No, that's right.
It was a fine.
Bunbury Arms.
Yeah, it's lovely. The food looked good too. We didn't eat there, but the food looked
friendly
good.
Barman, and lovely, wasn't it? Places for the kids to play as well, and things there. And where it was great because there was a little bridge near us. We stood up there and we could see the oil refineries, and of course they're all lit up at night. That was.
I do like a good oil refinery at night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was lovely, and it was a lovely clear night as well, wasn't it?
It was.
The stars. So then, the next day we went back to Chester.
Yeah.
Stayed there a couple of nights, didn't we, in the end?
That was a good day. And it was that, when we got there, that we went to the brewery tap.
Yes.
And had some Spitting Feathers.
Ah, yes.
Spitting Feathers Brewery.
Spitting Feathers.
And again, the brewery tap is, the barman just, nothing was too much trouble for him.
We went in, there was nowhere to sit, and I decided I was a bit peckish, and he found us a table. He just came and told us, when the table was free, and we had these amazing wedges, potato big wedges. Oh, gorgeous.
Yeah, and there was a guy there who was obviously a local, and he was bringing his beer over to him, wasn't he? Yeah.
Oh, it was just
lovely. Very nice.
Really nice place.
So there's another top tip if you're in Chester, the brewery tap. Spitting Feathers Brewery.
Yeah, and then at night we had a meal at the Telford's Warehouse.
We did, didn't we? That was nice.
That was lovely.
That was really nice.
Lovely meal.
And we stayed the next day as well, didn't we?
Yeah.
I love Chester.
But then we had to move on.
Yeah, then it was starting the trip home. So we'll probably précis down the next bit because really we were largely following our outward bound route, going back down the Shropshire Union and down the Staffs and Worcester, and it was only when we got to Great Hayward and then we went back to Fradley and then we carried straight on. Obviously we weren't going to go down the Coventry and all round the bottom of Leicester again, so we just carried straight on down the Trent and Mersey. So it was a nice cruise back. I mean what were the highlights for you? Oh, I'll start off. If you think about in order,
Beeston Castle.
Beeston Castle, that was fantastic, wasn't it?
Yeah. I wanted to stop there on the way down, but we managed to stop there. A place called Shady Oak.
That was a stunning place, and a nice pub at the end as well.
Yeah.
But it was that was just a great day. That was really good day. Nice mooring, lovely walk, fantastic castle,
and the views from the top of the castle was just
nothing wrong with that day at all. Really, was there?
Fabulous.
No, that was stunning.
You could see over the Cheshire Plain to the Welsh Mountains, the Pennines.
Yeah.
Just
That was lovely. We had a lovely meal at Barbridge, didn't we? Barbridge Junction.
Yeah, we did. We had Sunday lunch there.
Yeah, that was nice. And then it was.
No, we managed to go to the Nantwich.
Oh, we actually did get to more in Nantwich. Yeah. Lovely little town. I mean, Nantwich basically is just the middle bit, isn't it? The sort of slightly medieval middle bit. The rest of it's just a standard sort of town. Yeah. But the middle bit's nice, isn't it? We found a walk round like the Nantwich River Loop, didn't we? That was lovely. That was very pretty, that walk. Yeah. That was lovely. Yeah. And well connected, so that was a good place to moor, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it was, did we go to Nantwich? We did longer cruises, didn't we? Did we do Nantwich to Oldham?
Yeah.
Direct?
Yeah.
Non-stop?
Yeah.
Except the stop for diesel?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what we did when we got back to Oldham, apart from...
walk around the Weaver Valley.
Yeah, we went the other side, because when we going out, we were moored at the top of the lock, so we sort of did a walk around that bit, sort of round there and into Oldham and then back out again. This time we were stopped sort of up 2 locks, weren't we? So we went the other bit, sort of into the Weaver Valley and stuff. That was a nice walk, yeah. Was that when we had fish and chips? That was nice, yeah. And the locks were a bit more difficult because it was less busy.
Yeah.
It took us longer to get up the locks. But was that when we went to the Anchor?
The next time we moored by Bridge 72, the bottom of the Adderley locks, and that's because the Queen...
Yeah, and it was a horrible day, wasn't
funeral.
It? So we didn't go anywhere for the Queen's funeral. No.
Yeah.
Just rained all day, didn't it, more or less?
Well, we had a walk the day before.
And then it was back to Market Drayton, so we could sample the Jules pub again, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we had that lovely walk to Almington, over all those fields, with those little wild cyclamen and stuff.
Oh, yeah, that was nice. That was a lovely little walk, that was, yeah.
Yeah.
And then it was...
to the Anchor, back to the Anchor.
That's correct, the Anchor. And we hit the Anchor on a Saturday night, which was altogether a different affair, wasn't it? Really busy, met loads of interesting people to talk to.
Had a lovely night.
Had a lovely night. Drank too much Wadwood 6X again.
I didn't.
Well, you drank more than you normally drink. But we still got up and cruised the next day, didn't we?
Yeah, I went to Wheaton Aston.
Yeah.
That was one there were 80 fishermen in a competition.
Oh God, yeah.
So we had to go really, really slowly.
2 miles of fishermen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God.
That was through Grub Street cutting, but it's through the cutting, so it was lovely, wasn't it? Just a bit frustrating going at tick over for 2 miles.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, we survived.
We went back to Wheaton Aston.
Yeah. And then after that, we took some longer legs, didn't we?
Yeah. Wheaton Aston to Cross Green.
Yeah, that was quite a long cruise, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Is that when you saw 8 kingfishers or something?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, the kingfishers seem to come out in the autumn, don't they?
Yeah.
Because we saw so many on that cruise back down the...
I mean, Shropshire Union, I don't know why, there just do seem to be more kingfishers there than we've ever seen on. But it could be the time of year, like you say.
I think it probably was.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we had to get to Gailey for the service, didn't we?
Yeah.
So that's why we were pushing on a little bit.
Yeah.
So so that was a long cruise from Wheaton Aston to cross, because that was through Brood and Orthley Junction.
Yeah.
But I think
4 hours.
we were trying to get away ahead of the weather, weren't we?
Yeah. We knew it was going to rain, didn't we? I think. Yeah. It did rain.
And then we got to Gailey, where the boat got serviced at least a day ahead of schedule, which was brilliant. Because we were supposed to meet somebody in Penkridge, weren't we? So we then had lots of time. Oh no, it's Tixall. We thought, we can spend some more time at Tixall as we got ahead of schedule.
Yeah.
So I think we'll leave you at Gailey, and we'll conclude this highlights next time when we do a fast summary of our trip home. So we'll see you next time. Bye for now.
Bye.